their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
That's good. It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Down the sideline to the 45. And he works this down to the 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers facing a 3rd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Moody knocks it through, and that will get them on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Leading them the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
Well, even though it took over an entire quarter for him to finally get on the field, he does get to head out there with a chance to give his team an immediate lead. You almost expected, Kate, for him to do that. With how much time he's had on the sideline to prepare, this guy's focused for their chance as it's finally arrived. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw. Here's Jones. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Has his man, that's their rookie from Penn State. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now in second with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Ashton Doolin now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Jones now on third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jones setting up the play action. A throw right side finds Pittman. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Colts down by only 3. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Taylor again. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there. Broccoli could not afford to lose yards there. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now to throw. He brings it in. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Option give to Taylor. And he will score and give them the lead in the final They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights, and the Colts take a 4-point lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
We'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And there was no